Who is Apollo? The shining god of the sun, music, prophecy, and healing. To the Greeks, he was one of the most important Olympians, embodying harmony, intellect, and balance. He was also feared, for while he could bring health and inspiration, he could just as easily send plague and sudden death. His myths reveal a god of many talents and contradictions, a figure who guided mortals with wisdom but punished arrogance without mercy. Let's step into the world of Apollo, the radiant archer. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because Apollo has been known to strike those who disrespect him. Origins. Apollo was the son of Zeus and the Titaness Leto. Hera, jealous of her rival, pursued Leto across the world, forbidding any land to shelter her during childbirth. At last, the floating island of Delos gave her refuge. There, Apollo and his twin sister Artemis were born. Artemis arrived first and is said to have helped deliver her brother, foreshadowing her role as protector of childbirth. From birth, Apollo was destined to shine. He grew to embody light and civilization, while his sister Artemis represented wilderness and the moon, role and powers. Apollo's domains stretched across nearly every sphere of Greek life. He was the god of prophecy, presiding over the Oracle of Delphi, where mortals came seeking divine answers. He was the god of music and poetry, often depicted playing his lyre and inspiring artists. He was the god of healing, but also of plague, his arrows capable of spreading disease as easily as they cured. He was associated with archery, the rational order of civilization, and in later tradition the very sun itself. His symbols reflected his roles: the laurel wreath for victory, the lyre for music, the bow for punishment, and the radiant sun for clarity and revelation. Famous myths. One of Apollo's earliest myths is the slaying of Python. The monstrous serpent guarded the Oracle of Delphi, and Apollo, still young, shot it with his arrows, claiming Delphi as his own sacred site. From that point forward, the Pythian priestess spoke his will, guiding kings, generals, and common people alike. Another myth tells of his tragic pursuit of the nymph Daphne. Struck by Eros's arrow of desire, Apollo burned with love for her. But she fled from him, and as he chased her, she called on her father, a river god, to save her. He transformed her into a laurel tree. Heartbroken, Apollo declared the laurel sacred, and its leaves became the crown of poets and victors. Apollo often punished hubris. When Niobe boasted she was superior to Leto because she had more children, Apollo and Artemis slaughtered them in retribution. He also punished the satyr Marsyas, who dared to challenge him in a musical contest. When Marsyas lost, Apollo flayed him alive, a brutal reminder that arrogance against the gods led only to suffering. Apollo played a role in the Trojan War as well. When the Greeks insulted his priest, he sent plague upon their army. Later, he guided the arrow of Paris that struck Achilles, the greatest Greek warrior, bringing him down. In these stories, Apollo was not only a god of art and light, but a god of vengeance and justice, symbols and worship. Apollo was worshipped across Greece, but Delphi stood at the center of his cult. Pilgrims traveled from across the world to consult the oracle, where the Pythia delivered his cryptic prophecies. His sanctuary bore the words, "Know thyself and nothing in excess," maxims that reflected his ideals of balance and harmony. The island of Delos, his birthplace, was another sacred center. Festivals like the Pythian Games honored him with music, poetry, and athletics, showcasing both mind and body. In healing sanctuaries, he was invoked for cures, yet he was also feared for his ability to send plague. Worship of Apollo reflected his dual nature, radiant and inspiring, yet dangerous when disrespected. Why it matters today. Apollo remains one of the most enduring gods because he represents the pursuit of balance and clarity. His myths remind us of the importance of art, wisdom, and harmony, but also the danger of arrogance and excess. The laurel wreath still symbolizes victory. The olive branch of peace often echoes his rational order. In modern times, Apollo's name was chosen for NASA's moon program, linking his radiance to humanity's quest for knowledge. His image continues to symbolize enlightenment, rationality, and beauty. Outro. Apollo, radiant archer, prophet of Delphi, patron of music and poetry, and god of healing and destruction. His myths remind us that light can inspire or burn, and harmony requires balance. Next time, we'll meet Artemis, his twin sister, goddess of the hunt and protector of the wild. Remember to like and subscribe or risk Apollo's arrows. This channel is for education and storytelling only.